BTS news today. Unseen footage has always been something fans eagerly wait for, especially when it involves a big name like BTS. Every small piece that slips past the official camera filters, every clip that surfaces without agency publication, always stirs waves in the hearts of millions. Today, the world is once again shaken as never-before-seen footage makes its way into the spotlight. No one expected the clip to reveal two very different yet strangely connected things: Jungkook's reaction to V filming him behind the scenes, and Jimin's secret training session that had never been made public. The mix of surprise, mystery, and intimacy behind the curtain has left ARMY buzzing with endless speculation that it all began with a small account uploading a short video snippet. There was no official watermark, no sign it was part of any planned content. Its raw authenticity is what convinced many that what they were watching was real, unscripted, and completely genuine. In the clip, V can be seen casually holding a small camera, like an old camcorder rarely used these days. He walked slowly down a hallway resembling a practice studio, faint laughter audible in the distance. The camera shook slightly but remained steady enough to capture Jungkook, who hadn't yet realized he was being filmed. When Jungkook finally noticed the camera, his reaction was honest, innocent, and spontaneous, the very reaction that has become today's hottest topic. Jungkook looked surprised, his eyes widening as if he couldn't believe V was secretly filming him. Yet instead of annoyance or avoidance, he burst out laughing, covering his face with his hand for a moment before walking closer toward V, trying to grab the camera. "Hyung, what are you doing?" he said, his voice blending laughter with a hint of embarrassment. That moment made many fans feel reassured that their bond was still as strong as ever, warm and genuine, even though they rarely appear together publicly these days. Jungkook's reaction melted the atmosphere, showing a side of him seldom revealed, a reminder that behind global stardom, he remains a warm, playful young man full of curiosity. But the surprise didn't end there. As the camera shifted, it accidentally caught a glimpse of another room at the end of the hallway. That was where the footage took a dramatic turn. Jimin, alone, training with an intensity no one expected. His movements were fast, powerful, but also deeply emotional. There was no music, only the sound of his heavy breathing and his sneakers scraping against the wooden studio floor. It was as if the outside world had disappeared. Jimin kept repeating certain moves, falling and getting back up again. From the camera's perspective, it didn't look like someone rehearsing for an ordinary stage. It looked like someone preparing for something much bigger, something that might have been a secret all along. Speculations immediately began to swirl. What exactly was Jimin practicing? Why was he training alone without a team, without music, without an instructor? Was it connected to a major upcoming project? Or was it simply a private, emotional release? ARMY's worldwide split into countless theories, but one thing was certain. This footage captured Jimin's boundless dedication. It was as though he refused to waste even a single moment. Even when the public believed he was taking a break from the spotlight, the link between these two moments, Jungkook's candid reaction to V filming and Jimin's secret training, made many feel there was a hidden narrative unfolding behind the scenes of BTS. Especially in recent months, member activities have been shrouded in mystery. Few official schedules, few public appearances announced. Precisely because of this, every leaked fragment becomes fuel for lengthy analysis. Some believe this is all part of a quiet, grand comeback preparation. Others think it simply proves the members' bonds remain strong even as they pursue individual paths. V's role in this is equally significant. He's long been known for his habit of filming personal moments. From casual vlogs to aesthetic clips, V always has a unique perspective through his lens. The fact that he was recording Jungkook and incidentally captured Jimin's hidden training strengthens the feeling that this isn't just a random leak, but a natural snapshot of three friends whose ties cannot be cut. Fans have even dug into the past, comparing this footage to similar moments years ago when V often played the secret cameraman for the members. Not just fans, but international media began to pick up the story. Articles in Korea, Japan, and even the US highlighted how a simple clip could spark such global frenzy. Some focused on Jimin's dedication, others on the sincerity of Jungkook and V's interaction. Some argued moments like this are exactly why BTS remains timeless in fans' hearts, not only as idols, but as real human beings whose bonds are honest and emotionally resonant. Over time, fan discussions converged on one conclusion. This unseen footage isn't just an ordinary clip, but a small window into a hidden world beyond official cameras. Jungkook's pure laughter, V's habit of secretly filming, and Jimin's intense secret practice. Together they weave a narrative that will be hard to forget. Now the big question is, will HYB release the full version of this footage, or will they stay silent and let speculation run wild? The unseen clip continues to circulate across platforms, Twitter, Weverse, international fan forums, becoming the main focus of conversation. Many armies slowed the video down frame by frame, searching for meaning in every tiny movement, every fleeting facial expression. Jungkook covering his face, then laughing as he dashed toward V, has been dubbed one of the most genuine moments in a long time. No script, no stage setup, no spotlights, just raw laughter spilling from a young man caught off guard by his brother figure. To many, it was a reminder that despite being a global superstar, Jungkook is still BTS's shy yet warm youngest member. Still, the part fans analyzed most was Jimin. When the camera briefly swept past the practice room door, his silhouette was unmistakable. Dressed in a black sleeveless shirt, his body drenched in sweat, hair sticking to his forehead, his eyes locked on the mirror. His steps were firm, his stomp strong, and even without music, fans felt the rhythm he followed wasn't random. There was intensity there, an outpouring of emotion as if he was pouring his soul into each movement. Many commented, "He doesn't look like he's rehearsing for a normal stage. This is deeper. He's dancing with his entire being." Speculation grew hotter when some noticed Jimin's moves resembled choreography from BTS's early days, but with a matured twist. Some guessed he was preparing for another solo project, others thought it might be for a reunion stage with Jungkook, while a few even believed it was training for a secret performance that could change everything. The fact this came from V's recording, and that Jimin seemed unaware of being caught, made the mystery thicker. It felt like the public was given a glimpse of something still locked behind closed doors. On the other hand, Jungkook's reaction was seen as symbolic too. At one point, after laughing, he briefly gave the camera a serious look. It lasted only seconds, but was enough to spark questions. Did Jungkook realize this moment would matter? Did he knowingly allow it to be recorded, or was it simply uncontainable spontaneity? Many fans claimed his gaze carried a hidden message, almost like saying, "We're still here. We're still together, even if you don't see us on stage." Korean media published long opinion pieces, adding emotional analysis. One columnist wrote, "This unseen footage is not only about Jungkook's reaction or Jimin's training. It's about how BTS, even while pursuing separate paths, remain bound by an unbreakable connection. A simple camera in V's hands is enough to remind the world that they still exist in the same universe." The article was quickly translated into multiple languages, making the footage go even more viral, reaching beyond K-pop fans to general audiences who also felt the strange, powerful aura of the short clip.